coaching yet. I was talking in one of Mark's masterclass and he was just interviewing me. I was freaking out totally. And I met this young guy that actually heard my interview a week before. So I'm going to need a microphone. Excellent, thank you. So I just wanted him to explain how he started. For me it was really, you can hear, I was like very emotional about this. Microphone working?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay. So, I mean, can you tell us how you started?
Sure, yeah. If you were here last night, this is pretty much a repeat, but if you're not, I listened to an interview between Mark, Anastasia and Milli, I think it was about July 11th or 12th last year. It was just sent out on an email that Mark Anastasia, you know the ones that he sends out all the time. It was one of those I actually opened and had a listen to it. And I hadn't done any internet marketing. I had bought a couple of courses, but I hadn't done much with them. And I just decided after listening to what Milli had done, and I think she was making £3,000 a month at that stage, and you still had a full-time job. I said, okay, today's the day I get started. So I had an event that I paid for. It was Mark Anastasia's event the following week, 7 days later. So I decided, I put up on Facebook, I'm going to get 1,000 followers on Twitter. I had no idea what that meant. I just put it up there. And you know, a few people just came back and said, "Oh, try this too, try that too," and so on. You know, and 7 days later, I was at the event, and I was speaking to the guy next to me who was on Twitter for months and months and months. He's actually the creator of one of the tools we mentioned there. But I told him I got 7,000 followers in 7 days, and he couldn't believe it. And he told Mark, and I think Milli had.
I was actually in front.
You were there, yeah. And so within a week, I got more followers than Milli, I think, just following her own tools that she'd recommended. So I was sent up on stage just like Mark does. I said, okay, you go, you tell people what you did. But from there, I tried to monetize it that first day of the event. I made 2 sales the first day. And from there, things have just gone crazy with Twitter. I'm now called the Twitter King and all kinds of crazy stuff like that. But from starting last July, it was July 18th, to about today, I think I've made about, and this isn't the brag, this is totally to inspire people because I'm asked to speak at events about this, somewhere roughly about between $70,000 and $80,000 off my internet business, all started with Twitter and mainly revolving around social media.
And you only started 6 months ago?
6-7 months ago.
6 months ago, I was talking at events.
That's the power of that kind of investment.
He's actually working with me. You see, 6 months ago, he's already working with me, he's my business partner. So, he's too good, I couldn't let him go. It's like, no way, you work with me.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so Alison was my first ever testimonial. She suddenly, you know, I received this, she said, I've been making money. And I said, wow, okay, excellent, can you send me a video? You know, I thought, okay, she's making some money, $20. She actually had a video where she said that she was making $1,600 and she actually now could spend time with her grandkids. I cried when I saw the video because it was my first testimony ever, and I thought, my God, I'm actually changing people's life. I mean, that was just. Can you explain to me how you did that?
Well, what happened was, I was on my way to Mark's event on the tube, and I wasn't quite sure whether I was on the right train. Now, I could have got off, but is it eastbound, westbound? I don't know. Anyway, I looked around the carriage, and I just asked anybody, is this a train to Edgware Road? And Milli said yes. That was it.
I was next to her.
I thanked the lady, got off, and got to Mark's event. Up on stage, I couldn't believe it. I was sitting right in the front row, and there was this lady. And I thought, oh, should I go to the back? Will she recognise me? Whatever. Anyway, she smiled at me. So we'd already made there was a connection. I knew nothing about Twitter. I could have chosen from any of the speakers. But that's the power of actually having a bit of a connection. So when Milli said she was going to run a course, I always thought, well, I kind of have got a bit of connection with her. I don't know what Twitter is really, so I'm going to do the Twitter course. And I think that's the power actually of what having a list really does, because you then begin to have a kind of a connection. But anyway, so I was definitely going to get the course, and it was to be a 12-week webinar. And I attended every single webinar, even on my birthday, which was the 4th of February, it was a Thursday, and it was either go out for my birthday meal or
just some action taken,
or listen to the webinar. And each week Milli would set us work to do, And each week, no matter what the situation in my life, I made sure that that work was done, because I would hear Milli's disappointment when, you know, she'd say, well, what's, you know, how far have you got and what's been done? And people would have such passionate and such absolute really long, good stories as to why they hadn't done it.
and I kind of hide it. I get so.
And I could hear that in her voice, and I thought, I'm never going to have that. Now, it might be a throwback to my age and homework time, I don't know, but I made sure that, you know, the work was done. And on the, I think it was either the second or third webinar, you asked us to go in and check something that we were doing on ClickBank. And I went in there, and there was a sale. And the thing was, I mean, I was so excited, it's actually on the webinar, but the thing was that the product was Sarge P's product, and the only reason I'd even heard of Sarge P was because that was the one that you were showing on the actual webinar. So I looked at that, I went out, I saw Sarge P, got the affiliate link for it, and put that in, and I'm still getting monthly recurring things because it's a membership site.
Yeah.
So then after that, Milli said, right, we've got to get the opt-in page and start getting people into my list, which is what I started doing. And then after that, people have been finding me on Twitter, and I've got a lady, a granny in Ireland that I'm actually coaching because she found me. I know I'm taking too much time, but thank you very much.
It's just all about coaching. And in the last event we actually did, we offered some mentoring, and she was one of the ones to sign up. And we were thinking, okay, we're going to do a joint mentor and let's see how it works. But it worked awesome when she actually told me that she was making money, so can you give us your...
Right. Basically, my experience with internet marketing started last year when last July I decided to left my amazing, as some of my friends used to say, hospitality job. And I just knew that I need to do something. I was trying many things, from eBay, having blogs, many things, but I was struggling. I was doing everything by myself, basically guessing what should be the next step. I hardly made no money at all. I was highly demotivated, and everything changed when I received, I signed up for Mark Anastasi mailing list, and I have received an interview which Mark made with Milli, and she inspired me. She seemed to me so straightforward person that I just knew that I'm going to do something, and I knew that day, it was January, that she's gonna be my first mentor in my life. And I signed up for Milli course at the beginning of March. I did everything step by step what she told me to do. And I made my first sale after 1 week. It was Alex Gold's product, which is exactly like Alison, it's continuity program, so I'm still getting paid. Apart from this one, I'm starting building my business, which is business consultancy. My aim is to help small businesses to move their presence online, and I am the best way to achieve my dreams and to realize my goals. Thank you, Milli.